Hello, everybody. Wow. Welcome to episode 6 of the Resonance podcast. We're glad to be here today. I am, of course, your co host, Maddie.
And I'm Logan.
And today we are doing a very special AMA live stream joined by the duo Josh Hughes and Steph Rinzler. It's been a long day. Who have been making surreal sounds together as Stevie Dinner since 2019, but of course started as Josh's solo project back in 2013. And the group has a new single dropping this Friday. You guys mark your calendars. And their third full-length album, True Story, is coming out this late October. So, how you guys doing today on this amazing Tuesday evening?
Doing good. How y'all doing?
Yeah. We're doing great.
We're just chilling over here. Just chilling. Yeah.
Working on getting the stream working for everyone.
We did it, you guys.
Thank you for sticking with us. Hopefully, you all can hear us and see us and everything like that. We're going to go ahead and get into some of the band basics. We've got some questions that Maddie and I wrote.
Yep.
And feel free to drop your questions here in the chat too, so we can ask them whatever it is you guys have that you're wondering or want to know. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and start us off here. What has been the biggest, challenge or adjustment that you guys have experienced when it comes to no longer doing any live shows?
Personally, I've never been a fan of doing live, but I'm cool with it.
I mean,
Nice.
Josh does not do well with long drives, so probably part of it. But I miss shows a lot. I can't wait to get on the road and start playing music again whenever it's safe to do so.
Yeah. Well, the first time one of the first two times we asked that question when we thought the stream was going, you guys said to keep our calendars marked for 2044 when we can see you again. When we can see you again live. So everyone, mark your calendars.
2044.
All right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to it. So next up, I wanted to ask, since there's so many intricate parts to your song, so many instruments going on with all your tracks, are you both recording everything yourselves? Are you playing all the instruments, or do you have friends come along in the recording process? And what is that like?
For this the new record we did, mostly a lot of stuff like older recordings that were kind of unfinished and stuff like that, and then we
yeah, Josh had a lot of
put some mustard on it, you know.
Sure, something like that, I guess. Yeah, Josh had a lot of like kind of half-baked ideas or demos, and we took that took bits and pieces of it and kind of made it into something completely different. And then ended up with this album. So
nice.
Soon.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess along the same lines, like what have you been picking up since you joined the band? Like what roles have you picked up on that side of things?
Wait, sorry to change the subject, but Patrick sang on one of the songs too.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah, we did mention that last time we thought we were live, but just good to mention it again. So yeah, what has your role been since joining the band, and if you could explain that?
I mean, I think that I play guitar, bass, piano, I sing, and I mean, Josh also plays.
I'm like the janitor.
Josh is the Stevie Dinner janitor, so I actually just do all the work.
Yeah.
And he's in the background, I mean, that's
nice.
That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, for real, since we both are multi-instrumentalists, it's really cool that we get to kind of swap around on our roles and kind of pick up different parts of different songs. I don't know. and also like something that we've kind of started doing lately that we haven't really been doing before is like co-writing lyrics. Because usually that would be more of a separate thing. Like we would collaborate more on a song, and then one of us would write lyrics for one, and another would write lyrics for another. But now we're starting to merge.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Well, since you're both multi-instrumentalists, it's always nice hearing like what you guys started out on. What was your first instrument?
Flute.
Piano.
Nice.
Awesome. We have a couple of our first fan questions here in the chat.
Yeah.
So Marker Gary says, "What's your songwriting process?"
Oh boy, that's a.
Um,
You want to know anything on this?
I mean, it's like, get your guitar, you go out on the porch, cigarettes, I don't know. You fuck your life up, and then
boom, you get a song.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I would say. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say for me, my loop pedal is kind of integral in my process. I mean, that's how I started writing music in the first place. Is my first pedal, my loop pedal, and what I do and what I still continue to do is I typically find like a chord progression I like, and then loop it, and then improvise over that, and find melodies that I like, and usually something sticks. And then a lot of the time, I also for lyrics at least, I'll hear things. Like people will tell me things throughout the day, or I'll say things throughout the day, and I'll think, oh, that's something to lyric, and then I'll like jot it down on my phone,
Nice.
and then come back to it later, and just kind of like sort of collage things into whatever I'm writing.
That's awesome. How long does the process usually take? I think in another interview that you guys did, from a lot of the first album, like a lot of the songs in there, it seemed like you had those written back in high school, and then you elaborated on them for that album. Is that true? And how long is the process usually?
No, I was like 23 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But that one was more like a kind of writing a song a day kind of thing. What was the question?
Just like how long the writing process usually spans. Like if it's like you write a song and you sit on it and then you expand upon it later, or like.
Yeah. Well, so sometimes it's like for the first record is like all that stuff is like writing and recording and finishing an entire song, one per day for however many days, pretty much. But for the new one, it's more like write a song and then like wait like 5 years.
Yeah.
And
then find someone who wants to finish them.
Or yeah, they're like.
Nice. All right. Well, we have another question in chat here from Jacob. Let's see. He asks, from what I can see, there's a notable gap in releases between 2015's Ready to Dine and the 2020 Junkie single. Is there a reason for the gap, or am I just missing material?
I joined the Navy for a minute.
Oh, wow.
No. This is not true.
Not
true.
Yeah, there's like well, okay, so I was recording a bunch of stuff, but it's not finished yet.
We have a lot of material to go through for future projects.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, Josh didn't just stop making music.
Yeah, no, yeah, just I started putting it under a different name or whatever.
Nice.
Which we will
Yeah.
not disclose.
Secret name.
Which we will not disclose.
Yeah, I feel like the wait is definitely worth it in a lot of cases. So it's not. I don't think there's any pressure to be pumping out an album every year. So.
Mhm.
So kind of along the same line as one of my previous questions, asking about how you guys record. I was wondering what it looked like setting up for a live show, since there's so many different parts to your music. And I was wondering if it's just the two of you performing, or do you perform with like a backtrack? How does that work setting up for a live show?
We've only done one, and we had a full band.
Nice.
Which I think is what we'll continue to be doing.
Yeah.
Probably with a combination of some sort of backing track. I don't know. It's kind of a logistical nightmare.
Yeah.
Something that we haven't really thought a lot about just quite yet, but.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some time.
2040, we got 20 whole years to think.
Yeah, for real. Somehow I figure out.
All right, let's see. We have one other question. This is a good one, I think, from Evan. Do you have any artists that help develop your own style?
I mean, I think for what we're currently working on, Broadcast and Stereo Lab are two huge influences. I mean, you can kind of hear it on Dumpy.
A lot of like late 70s punk and jazz and funk and outsider art stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, what would you say? Like, what other mediums of art do you say are the most impactful on your music? Because I know you said you were going to film school, and I was curious, like, what other avenues you might pull inspiration from.
That is, yeah, I do go to films, or I go to school for film, but I mean, I don't know. To be honest, music is not something I thought I would really end up doing. It just kind of happened. So like, it was more of like kind of me just like coping with my feelings and dealing with the world, rather than something that I thought I was actually gonna make any sort of career out of, you know. So I don't know if my draws are like super active when it comes to other mediums. I think that for the most part, I don't know, what I write is, I don't know really where I'm going with this, but what I write has just a lot more to do with like what I listen to and what I see around me in my day-to-day life. Like it's like a personal thing rather than anything else. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
We do have
that does make perfect sense.
Sort of a follow-up question to that as well. Again, from Evan, do either of you see music as a full-time career?
Well, I'm retired actually.
All right, nice.
But
retired from the Navy.
I mean, it'd be cool to be a full-time career.
Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. You know?
Yeah, I mean, Christina yells in all caps. She goes, "You guys are so underrated," and I completely agree. I feel like you're definitely on the road to being able to do that as your full-time thing, if that's not already the case. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to celebrating my 1 year of not having a job. Which is coming up here December 12th.
Yeah,
pretty soon.
But the day you got fired.
Yep. And that's gonna be
big day.
Tricky or something. I don't know.
Big day. Yeah. Nice.
I mean, you know what I'm gonna do with it? Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I would love for this to be a full-time career. I mean, we would love to just, like, be able to tour full-time and to continue making records. So, you know, who knows?
Yeah. I mean, that definitely is something difficult to tackle, especially when there is no revenue to be made doing live shows right now. Like, And obviously doing stuff on Spotify, you have to get extraneous amounts of streams to like be able to make an income off of that, which is ridiculous. So I mean, everyone in the chat should go support you regardless to help in that endeavor, because it'll be worth it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we can sort of transition here to our tour / recording. I guess this is sort of an interesting question. Where would you guys want to tour first? If it could be anywhere in the world, or I guess just anywhere in the U.S. Where would you want to tour first if you had the opportunity to?
Mexico City seems pretty tight.
Nice.
Wait, that's not the U.S.
No, that definitely sounds like it would be fun to play there.
Yeah. I was like doing the thing where you like Google Earth or whatever, you know what I mean? Like walk over the.
Yeah, you're doing that.
Mexico City seems so cool.
Nice.
Things to do in quarantine when you're just itching to go places. Just
Yeah.
in front of your computer on Google Earth trying to walk down Mexico City.
Oh, it's like that one game that you play, Maddie. What is that called?
Oh, GeoGuessr. Yeah, it's kind of like that. GeoGuessr.
Yeah, he plays. It's like they drop you in a random place, and then you have to figure out where you are on like Google Maps. It's pretty fun.
It's pretty alright. Yeah.
Like in real life, or?
Well, I wish that would be cool. It's like somebody puts a bag over your head, and you just end up like trying to read all the signs in a different language. Well, let's continue with the hypotheticals here a little bit. Who would you want to take on tour with you? Maybe as either you opening for them or as your opener, or whatever the situation may be. Like, who would you want to go on tour with?
That's a.
Well, it'd be funny to book U2 like as our opener, but they play at like 1 p.m.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, early, like nobody there. It's not the top of my head. Spitballing here.
Okay, well, these are two bands that I would want to go on tour with, but I would also want to collaborate with. They're just two of my favorite bands, Men I Trust and Crumb, which Crumb went to school.
Yes.
They did?
Yeah, Crumb went to Tufts. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Fingers crossed,
Fingers crossed. 40 years, 2040.
Yeah, see if they're available for a tour in 2040.
Yeah, 2040 tour.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We have another question in chat here. This is from Evan. Have you guys considered taking in another member of the band?
I think it's just us. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
It's like, is there an application?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the whole. Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
I mean, personally, I've never creatively vibed with anyone the way I creatively vibe with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, if someone else were to be able to match that in like a group setting, that would be.
That definitely makes sense.
Or if someone has a house in Somerville with a drum set. Maybe we can talk.
Nice. All right, let's see.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we do have another question here, and then we can sort of transition into another one that we have written down. Do you have any favorite songs of your own that you've made?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm just kidding. I think my favorite. I mean, I'm not going to write this conversation.
No.
Okay. Mystery Flavor is my favorite one.
Nice.
That is definitely a good one.
I think my favorite song is not to be cheesy or anything, but it's the song that's coming out on Friday. It's the best one on the album, like hands down. So get ready for that.
So stay tuned. We'll put the links to those in this video when they do drop. If you are watching this after the fact, those will be available down in the description, as well as where to find the band everywhere else on the internet: Instagram, Bandcamp, Spotify. So that's all down there.
And then I think that could sort of transition into another question that we have written here. What are some of your favorite, or I guess not really much of a transition now that I think about it, but we do have another question here. What has been some of your most recent played either albums, artists, songs on Spotify as of late?
Well, let me check.
Maddie, you can go ahead and start us off while they
oh yeah,
check into that.
I guess I can start us off. Yeah, well, I've been listening to a lot of Phoebe Bridgers recently. Her new album Punisher is really good. That's been on loop for me the past month or so. What about you, Logan?
Well, let's see. I followed this playlist that somebody made. It was just like fall of 1968. So I've just been listening to a lot of 60s music.
Nice.
Especially since my car was being worked on. I was driving my grandparents' truck and it was on 60s on 6 the whole time. So just kind of got
nice.
used to that and craving a little bit more 60s. So.
Nice.
That reminds me of this. I can't remember what album it is, but it's a really great album title. It's like a 60s compilation or whatever. It's called Highs in the Mid 60s. Or yeah, Highs in the Mid 60s.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I've been listening. I love that song. What You See Is What You Get by the Dramatics. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And but I don't know. You know when you like don't you like or I don't know when you like don't listen to music for a while or whatever, you like get away from it or something.
Yeah.
That's the kind of phase I'm in right.
Nice.
I played guitar last night though. I don't know.
It was very good. I've been listening, so I mean, just scrolling through my recently played, it's ESG, Kate LeBon, Stereolab, The Cleaners from Venus, Velvet Underground, Men I Trust.
Let's show that ESG graffiti I saw him the other day.
Those are some good artists. You guys should share some of your playlists in the Discord channel.
Yeah.
Or music sharing.
Yeah, big time.
We have this playlist called Falling in Love with You. It's the main one on our Spotify page. But yeah, that has a lot of our favorite artists. So
nice.
maybe I should check that out.
Link down below, everybody. We'll link that for you guys.
Yeah. We have another fan question here in the chat. It says, where did the name Stevie Dinner come from?
So me and my friend Sam used to be in this band called TV Dinner. That we named it because of like TV dinner trays, you know. We had like all of our keyboards and stuff on that.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then Stevie ran the TV.
Didn't you have a song that was also just TV dinner, TV dinner, TV dinner, and it just sounded like Stevie Dinner all like over and over again? Or
sort of. I mean, it was TV dinner tray over and over again. That was lyrics.
And then TV dinner tray.
Yeah. We were such a. It was awesome.
That is awesome. Well, kind of along the lines of what you all have been listening to on Spotify, I was curious to know maybe what or who some of your hometown favorite artists are, like who we should be listening to from where you guys are at.
Yeah, Omni. Sam Wagstaff, Patrick Cunningham's comedy.
Ooh, my friends in Pinkest.
Oh yeah, they're tight.
They're tight.
Voicemail Take One.
Yeah, they're homies.
There's this band that I like listened. Like we were like MySpace friends back in the day, and I've been like, for some reason I've had their songs stuck in my head, but they're called Imadora, and they do like these like kind of like I don't know, like
kind of sounds like Alex G.
It does,
like a little bit. Just
yeah,
like
cool,
psychedelic acoustic music.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That sounds interesting. Yeah.
But I don't know where you found those recordings. Like deep in MySpace or something.
No, there's some but I'm trying to think of others. Wait on. I was there before. I think. Breathers is tight. Balkans are good. I mean, I don't know any of these, like any active bands.
Did you used to post your own music on MySpace?
Yeah.
I never had a MySpace account. I don't know. I need to be educated.
You can still make one, I'm pretty sure.
Can I?
No, I think they really. Yeah, I don't know. They like deleted all the music off of it.
Really?
It sucks. I had like 2 albums of stuff that was like.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or like
that's
even more music I got deleted.
Yeah, it really sucks.
That does suck.
Damn.
Rest in peace, MySpace. It will be missed.
Yeah.
We'll hold a funeral. It'll be next.
Next tour.
I don't know. We'll send an email out. We'll send an email blast out about when the funeral is for MySpace. Somebody, just looking back up in chat here, somebody asked about what songs will be on the new album. They're curious if some of the music from Bandcamp will be included on that new album.
Yeah.
It's a secret. We can't.
What
yeah, what Bandcamp?
What Bandcamp? There's no Bandcamp. No. What are you talking about? No. Shh.
You didn't hear it here first, you guys.
Yeah, you didn't hear. Yeah, you didn't hear it here first.
All right. Well, we have, let's see, another question here as well from Maker Gary. Can you see yourselves producing music for other artists, or just mainly writing and producing for yourselves?
I mean, I prefer to do it for ourselves, but I mean, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, it's hard.
Definitely not.
If the price is right.
Definitely in like the digital age or coronavirus. Like, I mean, if we're gonna produce for someone else, then they need to be in the studio with us.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that makes sense.
Like be able to collaborate with somebody that like that.
I mean, we were trying
that.
to co-produce overseas while I was abroad in London back in like January, February.
Such a pain in the ass.
It was nearly impossible. I mean, we did just very, very difficult to do that. So
yeah, that sounds difficult logistically, trying to, especially with such drastic time zones, like figuring out all of that stuff.
Yeah,
there's a song about that.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not interested. I'd be down to
hit us up.
Work with other people. So.
That sounds awesome. Well, somebody else here in chat, Brick Nick, says, "What toys were y'all keen on as kids, or now?" Like,
my first one was a those like milk crates? That was my first toy, and that toy sucked. My second toy was a Top Guy action figure thingy. That one's tight. Legos are pretty cool.
Legos are dope.
Legos are very cool. Did you play? Well, I don't know. I had Polly Pockets.
I had Polly Pocket.
I remember
very specifically dropping a Polly Pocket polar bear down the toilet and by accident, and I was like, no, and I was like one of my first like brushes with like loss and stuff like that.
Rest in peace, polar bear.
Damn.
Oh, rest in peace, Polly Pocket polar bear.
It's in some septic tank. Or it's probably in the bottom of the ocean.
It's in the ocean now.
Probably in the bottom of the ocean.
I'll drag it to the ocean.
Well, I guess expanding on that question that Brooknick asked, what toy would you pick up at a thrift store if you saw it on the shelf? Like, what would you want to have with you to reminisce on those childhood years?
Those little phones, that they're like have the string with the
Or
like the Fisher Price phones or whatever.
those are like the singing buttons.
No, it's just like it's in Toy Story. It's like a rotary phone.
Oh,
has
yeah.
wheels on it.
Sure, yeah.
And it doesn't, like, when you roll it, it pops and all the things, like, or no, that's something different. I'm mixing two toys.
Hey, what the hell is that thing? That's supposed to
That was cool though.
It was cool, but why? What is it?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Dude, yo-yos.
Of course.
Yo-yos.
You never see yo-yos.
I forgot about yo-yos. I had so many.
Yo-yos.
I had a brain. I had an X-brain. I had a fireball.
Dude, I could do the walk the dog.
Nice.
Dang.
Classic.
I remember like
So
all the yo-yo commercials so vividly.
Yeah, those yo-yo commercials. Those are deep childhood memories.
Yeah.
And for some reason, on every like Disney Channel classic movie, there was some kid that like did a yo-yo scene. I don't know why. But
He was the cool kid. Of course, he had to show off his yo-yo tricks.
yeah.
As one does.
Yeah. All right, we
I
do.
wish I could skateboard. So I could like yo-yo and skateboard at the same time.
That'd be really cool. I think that'd be too cool to have in a movie. I think that's why they never showed it.
I'm gonna put your sunglasses on for this heat.
Let's see. We do have another question here in chat from Anthony. Do your songs have an exact meaning? Interesting question.
Yeah, that is an interesting question. And yeah, I mean, they're more like glimpses of like things. You know what I mean? Like it's. I mean, some of them like lyrically or whatever. I guess like have like a definite. This is what it's about or whatever. But it's kind of. It can be, I guess, abstracted sometimes too. I don't know.
Definitely.
Nice.
So somebody else here asked, what exercises do you do to find inspiration for your music? I don't know if that's a
Like
inside joke. That seems very specific.
Exercises.
Maybe they could elaborate on that so we can get some understanding.
Jumping jacks.
And then,
Yeah, jumping jacks and push-ups, crunches if I'm feeling extra spicy. I don't know. For me, songs just kind of like it's like someone's like throwing a brick at me, and I'm just like, okay, here it is. Like, there's the song.
I didn't know it like that. It sounds bad.
Oh my god, you need some help.
Maybe it's more like a snowball.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Oh, well, going for walks is good. And riding bikes too.
Riding bike, that helps a lot.
Dang. Have you guys picked up on like the biking trend, or like, I don't know. I guess it was a thing before coronavirus, but for some reason I just feel like I see so many people biking around the neighborhoods now. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It might just be me and my cabin fever madness.
Yeah, it seems like. Wait, where are y'all?
Las Cruces.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, so we're here in New Mexico.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Sounds nice.
Is that like a? Yeah, what's or sorry to. What was the question again? The biking.
No, I don't. It wasn't really a question. Just some stupid observation I had.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a really sick Trek, like 1983 Trek, a couple years ago. Road bike, like a racer bike or whatever.
It's so cool.
And they got me really into it. And then 5 concussions later, here I am.
Dang.
How many cars have you gotten hit by? How many? Say it, please.
Huh?
How many cars have you gotten hit by?
3. Or
Damn.
no, like
And there you have it, folks.
2.
I have first-hand experience saying of like actually being hit by a car too. It is not a fun experience. I was skateboarding and I got hit by a car, so
Oh,
it is
did you go
not a
up or down?
laughing matter. What was that?
I said, did you go up or down?
I kind of like clamshelled the hood, and then they drove away after I got up. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's horrible.
That happened to my.
Yeah.
I used to live in this house that the pets were invincible apparently there because like both the cat and the dog. This is so like sad but funny looking back at it now. But like I watched them get run over by a car, and then they were totally fine right after.
Nice.
This happened twice with a cat and a dog.
What the hell?
I mean, it was
Well,
fun.
it only has 7 lives left now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
that makes sense.
People at Josh's work, people at Josh's old restaurant used to call him Gato because he has 9 lives too. Because of all the concussions and getting hit by a car.
No, just all the times I didn't get fired for being late.
Well, that's true.
Damn. Well, we have some other questions here from Evan, asking what other hobbies you guys take part in besides music.
I mean, I study film. I mean, my big thing is film acting, but
Nice.
Yeah, biking stuff.
I paint, I collage, I kind of try. Huh?
Wish we had some like art that we could share.
No, it's in my room.
You could share it in the Discord server. We have a channel for that. Even if you can't find it right now, come share your art.
Yeah.
Have the fans come join, interact. Have you been part of the like e-bike movement too? Have you seen any of those, or like ridden any of those? Yeah, where they have like the pedal assist and stuff.
For a second there, I was living in a storage unit and had this like plan to like the jump bikes were really big in Atlanta, and they're everywhere. And how sick would it be? Because they're like all over the place. Here they used to be ubiquitous or whatever. And, now I hear they're like shredding them all or something like that because some bullshit.
Yeah.
But if like, I'm surprised that there wasn't like a DIY like hacking those and making them so you didn't have to pay for them or whatever kind of thing for everybody. It would be sick as fuck, and then spray painting in black too.
That would be cool.
And
yeah. They had the
those
scooters.
things are cool.
They had the scooters here at the campus near us for like half or maybe a semester, and then they got rid of them. I saw so many videos of like people riding 2 scooters, like 1 foot on like a scooter, and like so many people were falling. Like professors were like literally falling and getting hurt on the way to class. So pretty sure they got rid of them like right away because of the liability issues. But yeah, we got to experience that a little bit. We got a taste of the scooter madness or whatever.
Yeah, the rise of the lithium-ion battery. One time I rode one of those pedal assist bikes while carrying my bike. That shit was badass.
Oh wait. Yeah.
And then I bumped into my friend, and he hadn't seen me in a couple years. He's like, "How you been?" And like, this is like 3 a.m, and clearly deranged. But anyway.
We've been asking like what people's like I don't know, guilty pleasure shows have been during quarantine, and Maker asked what movies or shows you really like right now. I guess that kind of falls in line with that. Like maybe any quarantine recommendations for a show that we can binge over the weekend.
Okay, so we got pretty heavy into Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that's a good show.
That's a really good show. Uh, I am currently taking a Miyazaki course, so we're watching a ton of Studio Ghibli films. What else have we been watching?
The Simpsons.
Twin Peaks. We watched
The
that.
Simpsons. Twin Peaks.
At the beginning of quarantine.
What We Do in the Shadows is really funny, but Steph hates it.
That is a great. Why do you hate that show? I really like that show.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's the vampires.
That's the whole thing. Is
It's just don't
I started watching the IT Crowd and the I forget his name.
Oh, Chris,
the one
Matt
Yeah.
Perry or Chris. Yeah, that guy. I know that.
Yeah, he's in that show too, and I was like, he's literally playing the same character, but he's a vampire in What We Do in the Shadows. But
yeah,
I think that's pretty funny.
He has a. Oh yeah, he's like. I can't remember the scene, but there's a really funny scene from that show. But there's another show he does that I've been meaning to check out. It's like called. It's like I think he might have wrote it or something. Matt Perry, I think is his name. But that guy's funny.
I think
that guy's funny.
Yeah. What about you, Maddie? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say we just finished rewatching all of The Office. So.
Nice.
Definitely a good one.
That's how you know you're depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a headline. It was like, "Why are we watching all your shows or all your favorite shows over and over again during quarantine?" I was like, "Oh, yep."
Well, I guess here's
Pretty
sort of
accurate.
a follow-up to that. Do you guys prefer The Office or do you prefer Parks and Rec? The age-old question.
Definitely The Office.
Okay.
Office, yeah.
Okay. So we have a story about this. In March, I hadn't seen The Office. I'd only seen a couple episodes, and I was like, Parks and Rec is better. Like it just is. But then Josh was like, that's false. Like you're wrong. And I was like, okay, I'll watch all of The Office. And so I did watch all of The Office, and after watching every single episode, I can definitively conclude that The Office is better.
The Office is better. Yes, I agree.
Some hot takes here today on the Residence Podcast.
Sorry for hyping up such a boring story, but
No,
I have to put a parental guidance thing on the cover of this CD. This is like the Slim Shady EP.
We have some more fan questions here in chat. Zia asks, "Is your goal to evoke a certain emotion from your audience with your music?" I think that's a great question.
Yeah, I mean, personally, it's like, kind of like making stuff and hoping that the other people can kind of connect with it. You know what I mean? In a weird way. Like it's interesting to see and fuck around with like in what ways you can kind of connect with people and like get weird nerves in the brain that also, you know what I mean, like just like yeah, go for it.
Well, I mean, kind of along the same line. Like, I think my songs are, I mean, kind of like what you were saying earlier, are like a glimpse into pockets of my life, and it's really, really vulnerable. I mean, to, or at least some of the stuff that we put out. But part of me is thinking that's kind of why we do it. You know, just to, I mean, not to like scrape the surface or anything. If people listen to these songs and they'll know who we are. So I guess if they can connect to that, that's pretty cool then.
Nice.
That's awesome.
By the way, definitely shout out to all the people who have been supportive over the years and fans and stuff like that. Like the back and forth dialogue with them and it's a weird thing to say.
I mean, we talk.
It feels weird saying that. But,
we talk to everyone.
Well, I mean, no, I just mean it's like, but yeah, but it's cool like talking to people who enjoy the art and stuff like that.
I don't know if you like our stuff, then I mean, we want to talk.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, we
Definitely.
all of it.
I think that's a great mindset to have as an artist. Like, I feel like maybe sometimes people are like, they'll put this thing out into the world and then like don't want to be like bothered to explain it to anyone or like interact with anyone about it. So that's definitely a great attitude to have. Is like, especially now, like people can. It's so easy for them to reach out. Like, you might as well interact with them about your music or the art that you're making.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have a question here from Alan. He asks, "Merch drop?" ?
Oh shit.
What thing?
Be a great way to support you guys.
Yeah.
We have stickers, mystery flavor stickers.
We got some pretty fresh Air Max 90s.
Yeah.
$40.
I mean,
So you can buy the shoes off my feet right now. Highest bidder.
Nice.
well, yeah, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
No.
I was compelled to take my shoes off.
I mean, I don't know. I think we'll hopefully have t-shirts at some point. More stickers,
Awesome.
definitely more stickers. People seem to like the stickers a lot, so.
Oh yeah, our roommate gave us this really funny idea.
Oh my god.
It'd be a gift card for like some fake restaurant that's for pizza and wine, and it doesn't work.
That'd be cool.
Nice.
I think that'd be awesome. That'd be very cool merch.
I'd buy that. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt and I would definitely buy that.
Let's see. And I think
Was there like a literal tie-in to that song? Like you're saying, the songs are, like tied to moments in your life. Was that an event that happened that like frustrated you enough to make this song about it, or like what's the story behind that?
Like over this period of time, it was just like that was like, yeah, it was a reoccurring thing.
Nice.
Where it's like but yeah, I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Was that a fully realized answer to that question? What was it?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well, we are gonna get into the last questions here in the chat.
Yeah.
Somebody I'm sorry, I keep saying Maker said, "How is Blue doing?"
Should we go get the boy?
I'll show you how.
We'll show you how Blue's doing.
Let's go.
I mean, he is to the question earlier of would we ever consider adding another member to Stevie Dinner? I mean, Blue is the third member of Stevie Dinner, so
Nice.
that is. I mean, Josh will tell you the story of how Blue wrote Mystery Flavor.
What's up?
Blue wrote Mystery Flavor.
Oh yeah, he like transferred it to my brain.
Wow.
Yo.
Look at that.
He lost a pound.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
I got him on
out.
some green stuff right now.
Low cat diet. He was 20 pounds, but now he's 19.
Nice.
Making gains, but in the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for
How
asking.
old is Blue?
How old is he?
He is 9, about 9.
Nice.
Wow. Nice.
According to the internet, he's a mature cat.
All right. Well, I think we have.
So
Let's see. I think we have one final question here in chat. Let's see. Brian or Bricknick asks, have certain lines or songs resonated with your audience that you didn't or maybe did expect to?
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, so Brick asks, have certain lines or songs resonated with your audience that you maybe did or didn't expect to resonate with them?
Honestly, like every one of them, all of them.
Nice.
But yeah, there's that Cult Ritual song.
Cult Ritual line 3. I mean,
I'm surprised people dig that one, but it's cool. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah.
Someone's calling that a cult ritual.
Yeah.
What's
that reminds me. Mom found this book that was like music in the occult, and she's like, "Are you in a cult?" And I'm like,
"Is that why you wrote that song?"
No, but it's kind of fun. But I'm like, a cult and cult are different things. I'm not in a cult. Maybe a little bit into the occult, or interested at least, but
nice.
I really don't eat that.
No, stop, Blue.
Oh my god.
No, Blue.
Blue's toxic trait is that he chews on plastic.
Yeah, he's figured it out. I don't know why he does it. No, Blue, stop it.
Tastes good.
Yeah, he probably thinks it tastes good.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. All right. Logan, you think want to lead us out here with the final question that we like to ask all of the artists we have on?
Yeah, we like to ask everyone if they have any specific advice they like to pass on to new musicians. Maybe something that was said to you or something you've learned along the way that you want to pass on to somebody else.
Keep at it.
Yeah. I used to have this joke idea where it'd be like, like the scared straight things or whatever, where it's like, but it'd be like scared straight for learning guitar, and it'd just be like, being like, you want to end up like this, and like showing all my dumb tattoos and like just like, like.
That'd be funny.
Like, you gotta learn the keyboard, man. That's guitar. I don't know. But otherwise,
Josh, your tattoos are pretty good though. Josh actually has a heart on his sleeve, just like in the Car Decline song.
Yeah, check it out. I stick and poke the shit myself.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's sick.
Best tattoo.
What other tattoos do you guys have?
I don't have any because my family would not be happy about that. Where I'm at right now.
Rest in peace.
Maddie can show off his tattoos. He's got a whole sleeve of Disney tattoos.
Gosh. I do? Yeah, I have some tattoos, I guess. I have some Disney stuff. I don't know, yeah. Well, I'm a big Disney fan, so I have... It's kind of hard to see. I got like a whole Disney sleeve going on. Alice and Bambi and Dumbo and Mickey. Yeah.
Wait, check this out. This is the shirt I made.
Nice. Alice
Hey.
in Wonderland. Heck yeah. Oh, I'll show it for them. There it is.
That drop it in the merch store?
We should make like bleach dyed merch.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. We're getting some last minute fan questions here I want to get in here.
Yeah.
Evan asked, who is the song Happiness about?
No one in particular.
I'm not going to go into that right now.
That's for you to figure out, Evan.
An old friend.
All right. And then Maker says, doesn't Josh have a Russian tattoo or something?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
He also has spunk written on his
No,
arm.
I don't.
Yeah.
not.
It's unfortunate placement.
No,
it's really unfortunate placement. But he has punk and then like a dollar sign.
I can't. It's like the hardest thing to show. But
Here. Wait, just like do it like this. All right, wait, and then, okay, spunk.
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
Nice.
There it is. That's pretty cool.
Not spunk.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in here and asking your questions in the live chat. Oh, somebody else, real quick. Let's get it in. Asked, what is the meaning of card declined?
Or like the literal meaning. Sorry, do you guys gotta go?
No. We have as much time
We could go
available to talk to you.
He's like the song is like about being like a. Stop it, Blue.
The screen is closed. It's okay.
It's about being like a broke artist or whatever. But I mean, it's no.
I'm watching him.
You're watching?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's about. He's just near this window.
He's
that
being
he's not
very
usually
funny
near.
right now.
But
Oh no.
I'm worried about it. Well, there's a screen on it, but I don't like it. I don't like this. But yeah, it's like it's about being like a broke artist, and then that kind of thing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice. All right. Any last minute questions you see here, Logan?
No, I think we got everything. Go ahead and yell at us real quick if we didn't get your question in chat. Before we do our sign off.
Yeah, like we said, want to thank you two for joining us today, and I guess we can sort of use this as like a sort of spotlight. We already mentioned that you guys have a new single coming out this Friday, but I wanted you guys go ahead and take this time to just sort of promote yourselves. Maybe if you like you mentioned the album coming out later in October, the floor is your guys's.
Yeah, so we have a single coming out this Friday, September 25th. Yeah, that's what this Friday is. And then the full album that we have been spending quite a lot of time and energy on.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's all right, take two. So we are releasing on Friday. We're releasing a single on Friday, and we are releasing the full album that we have spent so much time and energy working on in October, and hopefully we'll have some merch with that. I don't know. Our Instagram is Stevie Dinner. Our Twitter, I think. Well, we don't use Twitter, but we have one, so we'll link it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
there's a link in the bio for my friend.
Oh yeah.
Who is needs some. It's a GoFundMe, and they're having some financial problems. Some help would be appreciated.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll get that link from you guys and put it here in the description of this video as well.
Oh, yeah.
Go help out your friends.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is really
thank
fun.
you guys so much. I'm really looking forward to the new music and being able to experience along with everyone else, and anxiously anticipating the release. So that'll be really fun. Join the Discord if you want to come talk about the new music with us here and ask them questions about it too. Really appreciate everyone in chat asking questions. I appreciate you two for joining us, Maddie for controlling the stream. Hopefully, we got it working after 4 tries, and I'm glad you guys were sticking around with us, both you two and the chat during those technical difficulties. But yeah, we have a live session coming out this weekend on the Reigns channel. with A Billy Free, so tune in for that.
Yes.
That'll be awesome. Links to find it, the band everywhere on the internet, and us, the range, everyone on the internet, are down in the description. Thank you all.